So I'm back again, and I wanted to share some more thoughts which I've had today. I found myself having a lot more to say this morning anyway, but I knew I wanted my first video to be a short one. Now I'm just gonna see if I can get all these ideas out there as quickly as I can. I am just so excited to be a life coach. I am excited to actually get out there and coach people and share the things that I have been learning over all this time that I have spent doing an education and especially in the time that I've been dedicating to preparing myself to be a coach. Um, what's interesting is just as some background, life coaching is not therapy. Therapy I would relate to being a medical doctor, like a therapist will have a degree, they work within a regulated industry, they have a certain way of approaching things in order to help people to reach mental wellness, and that usually involves diagnosing someone with a mental disorder. Not always, but sometimes. And life coaching or emotional wellness coaching, like I've talked about, is more like being a personal trainer. So people will probably look for certifications in their life coach. They'll look to understand how this person is qualified or what training they have done. But the life coaching industry is not regulated in any way, so there's no certification that is required by law for somebody to advertise themselves and to offer life coaching services. And just as I think about starting a business and offering a product to people, I tend to think of the experiences of my life that I think more than qualify me enough to be a person to give space for you to experience the full breadth of your agency. And more recently, I've gone through a lot of, I would say, traumatic experiences and then come out of them and healed from them in ways that have really made me realize I need to share what I have learned with people. I need to create a way for people to become aware. I need to share with people that I can help and that I'm here to be part of your journey of healing as well. So even though I'm not trained as a therapist, which I would never claim to be a therapist, and even though I don't have a life coaching certification, I am ready. I'm ready. And let me tell you what that means to me. Because life coaching is not a regulated industry, and it even even within regulated industries, it can be very confusing to understand what exactly does this diploma mean about a person. There is a certificate says that an institution has endorsed this person, but are they a good doctor? I don't know. I have to have an appointment with them first. And so this is your one of your many free appointments that I'm going to be offering to you. While I am not a doctor, I am not a therapist, I am not a certified life coach, but I am ready to start a business. So what that means is, and what some coaches take it to mean, is that they have to create a brand and they have to name that brand something like neurotransformation, or I love Brooke Castillo's brand. She runs the Life Coach School. She has the model. It's something that I do use myself and apply, and that I have coached people on. And all of those things are great. And yet, I don't really want to necessarily limit myself with any one set of tools just yet. And since, I'm not at a point where I'm really charging clients just yet. I will be very soon. So I do recommend you contact me soon to get free coaching and get as much free coaching as you can from me. But um, I don't have a brand yet. I don't have kind of a set methodology. The model is the closest to the thing that I would use, but I would say that my philosophy about coaching is activating your ability to choose, activating your awareness of choices that maybe you haven't considered before. I like what somebody described today as a coach's job. They said that your job as a coach to is to ask the questions that people are not asking. And I would take it even a step further and say my job would be to get you to ask yourself a question you haven't asked yet. And that's why when I coach, I tend to focus very exclusively on thoughts and feelings and taking the time to separate those thoughts from circumstances. So, circumstances are things that are outside of you, and your thoughts are where agency begins for you. Um, this is a fairly easy truth to accept, and then as a coach, it's my job to do all the work of applying that for you and then inviting you to take it a step further to implement the things that we talk about in your life in ways that create new pathways for you, the pathways that you're looking for, and maybe that you haven't been able to find yet on your own. So, for example, um, you might think about yourself in a certain way and say, well, I am very judgmental of myself. And you might share examples of moments when you felt anger or when you felt insulted or offended. And my response would be, so what made you feel that way? And the answer is going to be that your thoughts made you feel that way. There was some sort of thought in there that led to the feeling of some negative emotion. And the story that we create around those negative emotions might have something to do with what you say you are. You might tell yourself, I am a judgmental person, or I am an angry person, or I'm a person that's easily offended. And who you are is something that can shift. It's something that can change. It's something that you choose. And I would invite you to look to who you want to be as a better approximation of who you really are, rather than looking to who you were in the past. Because I don't know if you want to repeat the same processes the the same processes from the past over and over again. Um, maybe you want to stay the same person you've always been and continue to be that person for the rest of your life. And if you do, um, then you probably don't want life coaching. You probably have all the answers already, but for those of us that don't have the answers and that are looking to continually learn, um, I think we want to continue to refine our vision of who we are. If I look back to who I was 1 year ago, I couldn't imagine hardly stepping in front of a camera without planning ahead and writing down a script and at least giving myself a list of bullet points. And here I am now in front of a camera and talking without really having a plan. And this is the second time I've done this today. And I've already been, you know, coaching For almost a month, I have just had some amazing experiences over this past year, and I'm looking forward to sharing those more in future videos and everything. And um, just appreciate that this video is an opportunity to talk a little bit more about my intentions of what to do with this YouTube channel as a way to share. This YouTube channel is a way for me to share more of the experiences I've had, and to share how life coaching is a big part of my life right now as a person who has been coached, as a person who has been through a lot of soul searching and been through a lot of self reflection and gained a lot of insight into how our minds work, and as a person that wants to offer his help to people. And so that's it for this video. Um, and I'm sure you know how YouTube works. I will read the comments and I will appreciate your reactions, be they thumbs up or thumbs down. Yeah, and I look forward to hearing back from you. Hope you like the video. Take care.